What's up, everybody? Welcome into another show. It's Jammin with Jay Money. Just watching the game, man. The game got canceled at halftime. The Creighton versus St. John's game, man. So hey, we going through a little epidemic here, guys. What's up, Teddy? Everything good with you?
I mean, we've had better days, you know. I'm healthy. I think everyone here is healthy. So far so good in that regard. But to and of course I was watching OKC Dallas right at the start last, or OKC Utah right at the start last night, and saw the players getting called off the court. So I was on it from the beginning. But as I tweeted yesterday, I did not wake up yesterday and expect that by the end of the night the NBA season was going to be suspended. All that being said, everything we're hearing is that short term, a month, 6 weeks, they want to do something over the summer. There's a decent chance that we're still going to see basketball, that this season will be concluded in some way, whether we go straight to the postseason or wherever it happens. There's a decent chance that this is not the end of the NBA season. It is, however, an unprecedented hiatus.
Yeah, it is definitely a hiatus. What you got, Junior? Everything cool with you? Hopefully, like Teddy say, hopefully it'll get started at some point. I know Mark Cuban, he's had a lot to say about it. He was saying maybe 60 days, but it could be even before that. Obviously, we just had to see what develops, you know what I'm saying, what's going on, how serious it is. My thing is I want to know what's going on with, you know what I'm saying, with Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell now. Man, that was right there. Okay, see, it wasn't too far from me, Junior. We was finna go head to head on that game too, man. I kind of wanted to come on here and be like, I told you, nah, I'm messing with you, Junior. What's up, bro? Everything good with you?
Yeah. I feel kind of silly even mentioning that I won that Dallas play, but I am going to mention it because someone in the chat was talking a lot of shit about how stupid that play was. I'm still petty even on these days. No, I'm kidding. All jokes aside, though, something that Teddy mentioned is something that I'd be 100% in favor for, which is if they resume after an extended period, it would be weird to kind of just resume the regular season for two reasons. One, because of the layoff, which is an obvious reason, but two, that means that the season would extend into really late in the summer, which would affect the following season, right? So if they come
True.
back, in my opinion, I know some people will hate what I'm saying, but the standings are the standings. Let's start the playoffs. Let's get it going. I wouldn't be in favor of that from my pockets perspective because it gives me less games to bet on. So don't get me wrong.
Uh,
I'm just talking about as an NBA fan. If you're asking me what makes the most sense, if you're asking what makes the most sense for the industry that I've been in for over a decade, clearly I want as many games as possible to be able to wager on. What about you, Jordan?
all right, so I like where we're going with this because I think I have an idea that might appease everybody, and this has been floated around by the league before, and now would be the perfect time for them to implement it. Before I get into that, first let me say I hope everybody's healthy out there, and I hope nobody's getting laid off of their job right now who's a seasonal employee or anything like that. I hope everybody takes care of themselves and takes care of their family's health, not first and foremost, and then get through this as best you can, obviously, because this is a tough time for everybody. That being said, though. Also, I cannot believe that the last NBA game I may have watched this season was the Atlanta Hawks and New York Knicks. That kind of sucks, but we keep moving. Anyways, to way to fix the season, I think Teddy's onto something here. That what they're hoping is like this can just be a hiatus of 30 to 60 days. Probably going to lean towards more the 60 days. But if I think what they're waiting on at this point is the Olympics, and whether or not they're going to cancel the Olympics, because that's pretty much the biggest I think barrier for them to just moving the season back and doing it in the summer, and then retroactively shortening next season as little as possible for obviously what the owners are going to want to do, but the players union may have something else to say about that. But I think it would be the perfect opportunity for them to implement this into the season tournament. Most of the playoff teams are already set. Let's just say, hey, the last two spots of the playoffs are going to be decided by this tournament, this single elimination tournament. You're not going to get March Madness, but you're going to get a preview of what the wild card could look like in an NBA scenario. I mean, like I said, that like what the 1 through 7 in the West is set. It's just movement between there, and most of the East is set too. I can't see a scenario why this wouldn't be a good idea to get some interest back in the league. Maybe start it up in the summer, late spring, when hopefully things die down with the quarantining and everything. And then kind of have that, like Junior said, like get the mojo of the playoffs back to going here before they actually start, and get these teams ready to play some games, some competitive games after this hiatus.
bro. It's to be laughing at this time, but bro, do say the NBA will continue on 2K simulation, bro. That's just hilarious to me, man. And then I see
Well,
people on and they gonna have to they go get up some they go start up some games or some you know what I'm saying to bet on. I said, man, that's as degenerate as it gets, man. Betting on 2K, man. That shit crazy, man. That's just hilarious to me. But yeah, it is pretty crazy, man. Like you say, I hope you know what I'm saying. I hope some people, hey, I hope you save some money. I know me, I don't really do nothing, man. I barely go do anything. I'm just pretty much just stacking, man. But like I say, shit, if it really is this serious shit. Money might not even mean anything, man. But hey, it's just really hope everything, like I said on Twitter, man. I hope everything go back to normal pretty soon. Cause right now, shit is not normal. So, you know what I'm saying? That's just the way I'm looking at it. It's not just the NBA. Shit's not normal right now. Period. Like obviously all sports. We saw the Big East, so St. John's and Creighton, all the college bets. So we was gonna try to get some college basketball in today. You know, I had a little 3-pack. You know what I'm saying? But man, I mean, then I kind of got excited. Creighton and St. John's was playing. All right, maybe the Big East. No, the boys shut it down at halftime. I go and look at, all right, what's second half spread? Woo woo. No, it's at the bottom, postponed with everything else. I'm like, oh, bro. I mean, I understand it though. Really, they should never even play. I mean, you wasn't in the loop. What's going down? Why you end up playing the game? Everybody, all the other conferences together to you know what I'm saying? I woke up late, shit at 10 o'clock 2 hours ago, and I'm still on it more than them, man. Come on, man. Somebody need to pay me. I need to be GM. Somebody. Everything back to normal. But the last time I say about on this topic, I like Mark Cuban said they probably come back and play 7 to 10 games, something like that, just for them to get back in the go. I think Woj just one said that just for them to get back going. You know what I'm saying in the mix of things, and then they'll start the playoffs. So that's what he was saying. Even if it goes on into the summertime, what you was gonna say, Teddy?
I got a bunch. But the first thing I want to say is I think the most important thing. All right. And that's laughing. All right. You're like, it's too early to make jokes. No, it isn't. All right. You have to laugh. Our life's a tragedy. We got to laugh. You got to make jokes. You got to keep smiling. You know, somebody sent out a tweet yesterday. Well, if you had the Tom Hanks and Rudy Gobert parlay in your COVID-19 pool, you just cashed. Too soon? And I retweeted it because I'm like, that's funny. Okay. That's funny. Yeah, you have to be able to, for as stressful as this is, and especially for those of us who make our living off of this, it's a little stressful right now. You know, where's the income going to come from? We don't know. We'll figure it out. But you got to be able to laugh. I want to talk about futures in a minute, but first I want to talk about Rudy Gobert. All right. Because Gobert is now pariah number one. Everyone hates him. He's the worst person on earth, yada, yada, yada. I feel bad for Rudy Gobert. You've been there, you've been there, you've been there, I've been there. We all do something silly and I try to make a joke and foolish. Unfortunately, Rudy Gobert's joke ended up shutting down the NBA and shutting down professional sports. I feel horrible for the guy. That's not what, Rudy Gobert, from all indications, he's a nice guy. People like him. He was trying to have fun. We all try to have fun, make a joke, make light of a situation. Obviously, it didn't pan out well, but the criticism this guy's taken, I feel horrible for him. I feel worse for Rudy Gobert than anybody else in this whole situation. What about you?
Yeah, no, for real. I mean, to say that was, I mean, shit. I know it's a joke, but come on, man. Did they start the second half, or is it a different game? Maybe it's a different game.
J-Man,
Maybe they
it's a different
playing
game.
with me, huh? I'm sorry, man. but
I talk a lot of shit about Rudy Gobert, but I'll say this. Social media has that that unfortunate side where people just like hop on this guy's getting shit. Everyone's shitting on this guy. I'm gonna shit on this guy too. There's people talking shit about Rudy Gobert that kind of don't even know who he is. They just know he just plays in the NBA and they're coming after him. So that I don't wish that on him. If you want to criticize Rudy Gobert because you watch basketball and you don't like the way he plays. And it's not that I don't like the way he plays. I just don't like that he complains so much about, crying about not making the All-Star game. Come on, brother.
All-Star, yeah.
Just get your shit together, dude. It's anyways. So yeah, I don't wish what's happening to him on anybody because people are blaming him for something that he's a victim. He's a victim, and on top of being sick, people are still coming after him. That's got to be one of the worst positions you could find yourself in. You know what I'm saying?
And I think it would have happened regardless. I think that the sports would be shut down. I think it would have happened regardless. I mean, now obviously that upped everything with him being a sports player. And now Donovan Mitchell. I mean, probably Moutier shit him as well. He had the illness. He had illness as well. Probably the whole shit. So Moutier doesn't have it. I mean, because
No,
that
they
just trips
tested
me.
58 last night. 57 came back negative. The one that didn't was Donovan Mitchell. Along with they tested Moutier and Gobert before the game. But
So
the
that's
only
good
other
that
player
somebody
that
could
had
be.
it. I'm sorry.
In my opinion, that's good that people could be around them and still test negative for. In my opinion, I mean, because the way that I'm thinking, looking at this shit, like, damn, man, I hope this ain't no shit like we see out the movies, some shit 2012 or I
Hey,
Am
Jay.
Legend type shit. I mean, I know I stay on the fourth floor and stuff. My girls like, how people gonna get up here, man? Them people was calling up on buildings and shit, man. When they turn into, no, I'm just saying, man. Hey man, but no, it's good in all seriousness. It's good that they could be around them and you know what I'm saying, in the locker room, all this stuff, touch the same basketballs, everything. Because see, I just went to the rec 2 days in a row with my son. I'm thinking like, damn, shit, I hope ain't nobody come from out of town. Nothing. I'm touching basketballs. They got me thinking. So I got hand set. I put hand sanitizer probably 20 times on last night. We went to the grocery store, man. But in all seriousness, I just hope everything get back to normal, man. Dead serious. I mean, I don't really go out. I'm really alone anyway. I stay in the house all the time. But I mean, really, this ain't gonna be any different for me here. But just hope everything get back to normal. It's definitely gonna be tough not having sports to watch. I'm gonna be watching recordings, the All-Star game, all type of shit, man. But what's up, Jordan? Did you have anything to say about what Teddy and Jordan Junior said?
Yeah, I just wanted to add in that echo the sentiment of it's really not Rudy's fault. He was probably exposed to this before the whole microphone phone recorder gate thing that is floating around Twitter all of a sudden now in mass. So it's really hard, and he could have contracted it from Donovan Mitchell first. We don't know. Like, you don't know how this stuff works. It's like contagion in here. You can't really like predict this stuff. But I will say this to what Teddy's point of making you laugh. The one that literally almost made me spit take last night for the first time when I saw it was the Defensive Player of the Year jokes for Rudy Gobert and how he shut down the entire league. That is legitimately hilarious. Whoever came up with that first, I've seen it in too many iterations. You win the internet and NBA shutdown coronavirus joke award of the year. I think the contest is completely over. That's extremely funny to me. So yeah, and Teddy, the parlay joke is definitely good too with Tom Hanks. That I did not have Tom Hanks on my coronavirus bingo card, unfortunately. So I lost that. I lost that one. But like Jay said, hope we get it back going here because there's not much else we could do right now other than joke and make fun of it and talk about it like we're doing now.
Right, yeah, and I'm just trying to be positive about everything. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, it ain't even about no money or nothing right now. It's just hope everything get back to normal, man. Hope this does, because it looks like it's gonna get worse before it gets better right now, and all. And like I say, I don't even like to say that, but that's just being real about it. It's what it looks like right now, especially all these cancellations. In my opinion, that's getting worse right now. I don't got no damn college basketball. It's supposed to be college basketball on all day, bro. It's tough, Teddy. It's tough, man.
I personally consider today and tomorrow the two best days of the year in college basketball, bar none.
Nah, for real.
My two favorite. Forget the openers, forget the big dance. Thursday and Friday conference tournament weekend, you got action 8 in the morning till midnight, and it's good action. There's winning bets to make.
Good.
Unfortunately, not today. We should talk about futures. And there's two different kinds. There's a season win, and then there's odds to win. Whether it's the Eastern Conference or whatever division or whatever championship. The season wins are likely to end up getting refunded. Your over-unders, doesn't matter if it cashed already, doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. They're all likely to be refunded because the NBA is not likely to play an 82-game season. That's not going to happen today. Those bets get refunded. It will only be, they'll be refunded once the NBA announces what's going to happen moving forward. So season win bets, they're likely to all be graded push, no action, you get your money back. Future bets are all going to be still live. And if we're going to talk about one thing that may help people moving forward, is there a future bet to make right here? Do we want the Nets because maybe Durant is going to be back? And if they have Durant and Kyrie back and all of a sudden they're 200 to 1, are they worth a look? Is there anyone here who can get a lot better after a month or two layoff? Because that's the team we want to be paying attention to right now. Because those future, the odds to win it, someone's going to get paid. I don't think, assuming there's a second half of the season, those will be graded and those will, the books ain't refunding those anytime soon. So we can find something good. Let's find it. Nets.
That's a damn good point because the teams still can practice as well. I definitely saw that the teams they can still practice right now. So as long as the players say, "Hey, we come to practice," and if they still getting paid, so they gotta come to work. They still practicing like Teddy say, man. The boys gonna be they should be ready to go. It's really gonna be an interesting cap, man. Like I said, I knew something weird was going on this year, but damn, this shit's getting even more weird now. I think it's pretty crazy, man. I know I've been gassing up a lot, man, lately. What's up, Junior? What's up, Junior? What was you gonna say?
Oh, you know what's the last thing the rest of the NBA doesn't need? LeBron James to get 2 months of rest in the
Yeah.
middle of the season.
Yeah, that's definitely and time to hey, and then Kawhi ain't no telling what he gonna be doing. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling them big old hands of his. He probably gonna be trying to shape another globe or something, man. Ain't no telling with that boy. What's up, Jordan? What you think on these futures? So Junior, what you think on the futures? What you think on the future? You think what you saying? You like the Lakers even more now or what?
I mean, the way that they look, right? Like, so coming into the season, if we're talking about before any games are played, in my opinion, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, the two biggest question mark, or the biggest question mark, because it's the same for both players, is the health of LeBron and AD. Now, LeBron's health has never been a question because he's always been healthy throughout his entire career. But last season with the groin injury, it was the first time we saw a little bit of like, vulnerability from LeBron in terms of missing an extended period of time, plus his age. Now you fast forward to what we've seen so far. He's put all of that to bed, right? He looks like he's an MVP candidate. So if you're gonna give him now an extra 2 months to rest, because you already know none of us need to be told that LeBron is going to be working out the whole time that they're off. You already know that basketball is LeBron's entire business. He understands that he has a window. He's chasing Mike. He's all business all the time. And I just think that him getting an extended period of time to recharge his battery, and Anthony Davis to, because Anthony Davis, J Money. If Anthony Davis is listed probable when they return from action, I will never take that seriously ever again. How about that? I will
Nah,
never
he gonna
take
be
that
game time this
seriously ever
season, bro.
again.
He gonna be game time this season. I didn't see his shoulder, knee,
Something.
concussion protocol, rest, yeah, all type of shit. Getting moved to a different team, possible trade, all type of shit, man. This guy here headed to the locker room at least 100. If I had $1 for every time, we'd be good. We'd be good if I had $1 for every time I saw headed to the locker room. Anthony Davis, he gonna be game time. You best believe that. What's up, Jordan?
Anthony Davis will forever be a game time decision, or probable in the injury designation. There is no other designation for him at this point. He is eternally always banged up, and we know this about him, so that's nothing new. But I will say this about I think there may be some credence to what Junior's talking about with the Lakers, though. That being said, I mean, I think maybe like because I mean the Lakers were going to be a good bet probably in the future markets, regardless of what happened here with this season. I like the angle of it helping them because they're probably like one of, if not the oldest teams in the league. So you have to think that the more experienced, older teams are probably favored in this. But that being said, I mean, like it really just depends on how they shape the rest of the season. If they're just going to say, hey, we're gonna play eight or nine games before the playoffs start. Like I was talking about earlier, they're going to get creative with it. Until we know more about that, it's kind of hard for me to like trust making a futures bet right now on anybody other than one of the bigger favorites at this point too. Because I mean, it definitely doesn't hurt the Bucks either. I mean, it's just a matter of who do you think it helps more and who do you think it hurts. It probably hurts the young teams and it probably helps the old teams in my eyes. So I do kind of like the Lakers angle.
Yeah, what if we see some shit like Space Jam or something, bro? The NBA come back, everybody monsters and shit, man. What the hell going on, man? We see Rudy Gobert, he like the real tall one. He gonna be. You already got Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell, man. So hey, who else, man? We gonna see like I don't know. We're going. It might be a Space Jam 3 out there, man. Or they might have to remake the movie. I hadn't even. Has anybody seen the one with LeBron? With that one, the Space Jam 2, I don't think that one came out yet, has it? But I know I hadn't seen it.
Not yet.
No.
I don't need
No,
what you
he's been
got?
filming
What you got,
it, but
Teddy?
it hasn't
thinking?
come out. Yo,
Well,
by the way,
so,
Teddy, all you guys, by the way, don't you guys think that Philly might have a lot more value? Because Ben Simmons now will probably be back Joel Embiid could get right again because he's had a bunch of injuries this year. Philly might have a little value in this shortened season moving forward. What do you guys think?
See, it was funny because I was thinking maybe Boston has value because Boston's been a really banged up team and they haven't been able to get their 4 best players on the court together at any stretch this season. Toronto's been another team that's been riddled with injuries all year. So I was thinking, you're saying that it's good for Milwaukee. I think this is bad for Milwaukee. That team was on a roll. They had a boatload of confidence. They had everything going, and they had a bunch of banged up contenders underneath them. Now, Toronto's going to be better. Boston's going to be better. Philly's going to be better. I think this hurts the Bucks significantly, in theory, once we get back on the floor 30 to 60 days from now. Knock on wood.
Right. I think the Celtics could be the best one in the East, in my opinion. We saw the Heat and the 70s. At least the Celtics proved that they could go and win on the road. The Heat and both the 76ers have shown that they had way too many trouble. Even at full strength, they've shown that they had way too many troubles on the East. And that was my main, ones that I feel like they could compete with the Bucks. So me personally, I would have to go with the Celtics. But I'm not a big fan of their bench. But like you say, when they get Walker, Brown, Tatum, Hayward on the floor, then maybe you could throw it. Doesn't matter if it's Theis, Robert Williams, Cantor, even as bad as Cantor's be sometimes, but you just bring him off the bench. But Theis, sometimes he can do it out there. But as long as you have those main 4 out there, them boys be out there, they be balling, man. It almost doesn't matter about their bench. But like I say, the Celtics prove they can win on the road, so that's why I respect them. But Teddy, you make an interesting point there with Kevin Durant, because obviously the other day he looked like he crossed the boys up and went and dunked on somebody. I was like, damn, boy, that boy like he might be able to come back now, but obviously they ain't gonna force the issue. But especially with the Nets, how they're looking. But hey, they come back and everything's a go. We start the playoffs right now. Okay, they like, hey, you know what? I'm finna suit up, my guy. Hey, am I good? Y'all check me. I'm good. Hey, let's do it, Kyrie. Well, forget you then, Francine. It's cool anyway. You want to go play on art anyway. Now I'm messing. Now, Jordan, anything else you had to say about the futures or anything, or how long you think is going to be going on, or who you think can get it in the East or the West?
I do agree that I'm not saying that I don't think it really. Teddy's right. It may hurt the Bucks more than it helps them. But in the long run, it really is kind of deciding that if you don't think it's going to help the Bucks, which one, like you guys were talking about, which one of those Eastern Conference teams could legitimately give them a run for their money after an extended layoff, kind of like this, where they've lost their momentum. I'd throw the Pacers in there too, just because they haven't been healthy all year at all either. And Brogdon going out now gives him a better chance of coming back and getting them some. I mean, they probably practiced together like less than a dozen times with all 5 of their guys this year, just with Oladipo missing the first 2/3 of the season. So they're another team I'd throw in there kind of as a late flyer, maybe an underdog long shot that you could maybe bet on now that could have some value in the future once we get a little more clarity. But right now, these are all some really, really big ifs. We don't know if they may have to just vacate the whole season either at this point too. So you don't know if you're just investing your money into a dead investment also. So there's a lot of factors you got to think about, I think, when we have this discussion, especially with all the unknown right now.
Exactly. Yeah, I just saw something pop up on my Twitter that they suspended the Spanish soccer league because one of Real Madrid's basketball players got has coronavirus. So this is getting. I mean, listen, bro. You guys already know when they start canceling soccer, that's when it gets real.
Tennis is down. Golf is down. This is an international. I mean, sports is shut down right now. They're not playing any of this stuff. Wild.
So we're here worried about the NBA. When is anything going to be back to normal? You know what I'm saying? It's really impossible to know. But I'm sure you guys saw the reports that Adam Silver said that basically whenever it does resume, which we don't know, it still could be a situation that even at that undetermined date, they're still going to be playing in an empty arena. So
yeah,
we kind of don't know how this is going to all work out.
Hey, you set the motherfucking favorite and the underdog. You put a total on that motherfucker. I don't care about. And you ain't gotta have no fans. Put it on TV, man. Come on, we need something to bet, man. I mean, I ain't be jumping. I don't know junkie like that. Like, hey, I need something to bet. But hey, if y'all ain't got hey, if I wasn't planning on going to the game anyway. I know it's tough for the fans, but it's even worse being at the game until you had to go to the house. At least you know, don't even dress up. Just watch it on TV. You know what I'm saying? But we got a line to bet on it, man. We got 303 in here watching. I appreciate y'all. Them are the realest 303 that it gets. I guarantee you. They know that there's not a single game on. They like, I'm still going to watch some boy. Somebody in the chat said I got hand sanitizer in my pocket.
I actually do have hand sanitizer in my pocket right now.
So just what I'm reading right now, golf PGA Tour events are going, but no fans. Tennis has been shut down for 6 weeks. The International Tennis Federation, no tennis for the next 6 weeks. And he's talked about the soccer, European soccer shut down. It's not just the NBA. It's not just college hoops. This is a global, it's a global pandemic.
Who in the chat has the fire golf picks? Because apparently that's all we're sweating today, boys. So let's fire up the golf picks in the chat right now.
Somebody tell me it's a baseball game on. Marlins Cards game is on. What else? Say Junior has the virus at +9. He said, "Got you, Jay. 2K online tourney. We can watch basketball. Yeah, Rudy, defensive player, the way he has this guy here. Bavada has J Money, Jordan -110 versus Teddy and Junior +120. Who you got in pocket? These guys tripping. Luffy Monkey, J Money, keep the show going during the break. No cap, man. I'll try my best. It's only so much we could talk about, man. I'm gonna be out walking by the lake and shit, man. I'm still gonna have a little mask thing on, man. Man, I saw a video last night. I wish I could show y'all, man, on my phone, but man, it showed like a news from what's called. So the lady like, show did give spray my son down when he come from school.
That was in Memphis, yeah.
So they show the dude, one of the dudes come back, bro. His dad is spraying the disinfectant all his eyes and stuff. But the whole what's called. Then they at the end of the video,
was spraying
bro,
him like a weed.
They showed somebody that was so wrapped up, bro. I'm talking about you could barely see their eyes. They had trash bags and everything. Then she's like, "Oh well, my shoes and busted open." That shit was hilarious. I was damn near dying last night, man, watching it. It was absolutely. I'm gonna have to share the video, man. It was hilarious, bro. Y'all have to see it. Y'all have to talk about a laugh, but. Jordan, close us out, man. Would you say any closing thoughts on today, or you know what I'm saying, what you thinking, and let them know what's up, man. And then Junior, you can go.
Yeah, stay healthy. Get your money right. Don't take this any less seriously than you should. I don't think we're at panic mode yet, but I do think we're at the point where we actually have to do some serious change in our social lives here for the next month or two to try to get this under control, just so we don't really have a mass pandemic and the hospitals getting overrun. That's probably the biggest thing I could give to people right now. Hopefully we get some sports to watch and sweat on here in the near future, but until then, just kind of stay safe and stay hungry, I guess.
They talking about some show did, and after I seen the, I'm posting the video, man. What's up, Junior? I think they say some baseball still going, some spring baseball, man. So who knows when them boys might be the 5th inning, they might shut that one down, man. Or when they do it after the 6th inning, when they do the what you think, Junior? What closing thoughts, my guy?
As far as the NBA, man, hopefully it comes back soon. I know that's not what we should be thinking about first and foremost, but this is an NBA show, so it's it's what we do every day. It's what I wake up super early in the morning for, and go to bed late at night for. So it definitely matters to all of us. But yeah, just hopefully all of you guys stay safe. Everybody watching, you and your families, man. It's funny. I got a flight to catch next week. I feel like it's gonna be me, the pilot, the stewardesses, and a couple of other brave souls on that plane, bro. I don't know what's gonna happen between now and then, but
man, I'm not going nowhere, bro. My pilot just flew to Vegas, man. At first I wanted to come with him. Now I'm like, man, I'm not going nowhere, bro. I can't go. I'm not risking nothing. Other pilot just went to California. Somebody came back to Texas with it from California. I'm sorry, tell boy, bring your ass back here, boy. No, you keep your ass at that boy. You better find somewhere to stay out there, boy. You're gonna be sleeping under the bridge, that boy. Nah, but Teddy, what you got to say? Any closing remarks from you, my guy?
Sure. I mean, look, every crisis is an opportunity. This is a chance for all of us to reset, take a little bit of time, and come back fresh and focused when we have a chance to come back.
Right.
And
Yeah.
and we'll be back. That's the bottom line. Is we're going to take a breather, but we'll be back. And there is still stuff to bet on. There's still stuff here at sportsbookreview.com for you to come and visit every single day. So that's what I got to say, man. Good luck. Stay safe out there, please. Don't be foolish. But we'll be back.
Yeah, we will be back, man. We'll let you guys know. We'll keep you guys updated. Obviously, we can't come on here every day without an NBA game. So we just had to come on here today, talk about everything. You know what I'm saying? Luffy D Monkey say low management. J Money, yeah, all of us, man. It's a little low. We've been working too hard.
Load management. Yeah.
We just came on a back to back. We had a back to back yesterday. You dig what I'm saying? So Kawhi, we had to. Kawhi Leonard, he still get paid his money. We just sit. I don't feel like playing today. I'll come to the arena and stuff, but I'll leave mid fourth quarter. I have to go home, get some sleep, get some rest, a little treatment. But yeah, low management. Hopefully everything gets back to normal pretty soon. Hopefully it's not the end of the world. Like Tish, I mean, we say it's not the end of the world. We really hope that it's not. And all seriously, I know I hope it's no. I want to see my son grow up, go to the NBA. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I might tell him. Yeah, y'all gonna smash them tonight or what? I put some of the money on, but nah, we're gonna get out of here, man. We're gonna get out. That's all, Jokes. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be safe out there. Wash your hands. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily have to be hand sanitizer. Wash your hands, 30 seconds, all that, man. Pray for all the nurses, people at hospitals. I'm sure it's getting crazy right now, man. I hope I don't get a little cough or nothing going, but hey, y'all be safe out there, man. We'll keep in touch. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be on Twitter. Y'all know where to find me. Might do some little live videos or something, man. But y'all come back and holler at us. We'll definitely let you guys know when the show will be back up and running, man. I promise you, we're gonna send out 5 promo videos. I can't wait, man. Until the end. Y'all be safe, man. Leche! Ain't Lowe's bookmaker.